He's able to think like me. You know, when I was in a position, I can pick and choose who I want to, cause I earned that right. But do I like this fight? Absolutely not.
Same time, this is what we do. We've been in hurt business our whole life. So what's dangerous to us? I mean, God bless us, but there are so many people that are going down now from just COVID.
I mean, you talked about Floyd first, and then he just he basically just fired back in a different way.
Floyd Mayweather surprised fans by sending a fight offer to Roy Jones Jr. After being called out on the Stephen A. Smith show. Mayweather insists he has earned the right to choose his opponents, especially since Roy has been provoking him for weeks. In response, Roy says he's ready to prove himself and wants the fight to happen.
Had to fight fans around the world. I know how y'all are. I know y'all enjoy this thing of boxing. I know we play games and people have their issues and people have opinions. Cool too. I got opinions and I'm allowed to say my opinions or speak my opinion. And if somebody was trying to send me a subliminal message, it worked. Because if you want to prove that you're better than me, I'm always ready. Wide open. Ready to go.
Jeff Mayweather responded strongly to Roy Jones Jr.'s call-out, saying Roy started it by making unnecessary remarks.
You talked about Floyd first, and then he basically just fired back in a different way. So, I mean, why would you want to fight somebody just because they said something? He did the exact same thing that you did.
Because he felt like he was questioning his manhood stuff, showing the clips of him getting knocked out, all that kind of stuff.
To do with no fucking manhood.
Obviously, he does to Roy. What are you getting mad at me for? Roy's the one that
you the one talking that bullshit, manhood. They got shit to do with no.
Well, why would he want a street fight? He says personally, he wants a street fight.
He want a street fight because he got mad. That's all. He got mad because what Floyd did.
He wants some Rocky V type stuff, Tommy Gunn and Rocky in the streets.
Maybe he want that. I don't know.
Think Floyd would ever want that?
Well, I mean, the thing is this.
Or maybe they do it in the doghouse late at night.
If him and Floyd was at the same weight, yeah, they could do it. I mean, it wouldn't be no problem at all. I mean, this man weighed over 200 pounds. Floyd walking around that body about 147, 150 at the most.
Logan Paul was big too.
Get the fuck out of here with that Logan Paul.
Roy Jones Jr. dismissed Floyd Mayweather as a social media product who focuses more on staying relevant online than actually fighting. Roy compared their careers, saying he'd always prioritized competition, while Floyd is more concerned with self-promotion.
Mayweather, Roy.
I don't know what's going on with him. Sugar Ray Leonard said himself he thought he would beat him. The reason I tell people I thought Sugar would beat him is because when you mention great fighters, right? 90% of your great fighters are black, the ones from the past. Now, with the Eastern Bloc coming on like they always gonna be some great ones coming on now. Even with Lil Tony, as you see it, these guys are gonna be great. They're gonna start eclipsing and coming up there too. But right now, if you had to name 5 of the best fighters of all time, 4 of them gonna be black. You understand me? Who did he beat that was black in his prime, that was in their prime, that was on his level? Nobody. Sugar Ray Leonard beat Marvin Hagler, Tommy Hearns twice, Roberto Duran, who would be one of the other people on that pound list. He beat guys that were Floyd Mayweather Sr. He beat guys that were at their prime, no matter what color they were. He beat all of them at their prime. Him and Tommy fought when they both had O's. Not when Tommy got beat by Arian Barkley. That's too late to beat Tommy. If you beat him after that, it don't count. You understand me? So it's not that. I'm not saying Floyd's not a great fighter, but I can't put him ahead of guys who have crossed that line like that. When I put you in with an equal opposition, now I can judge and say, hey, you did that, you go on that line. But Terrence Crawford was there all these years. He never fought him. He fought Canelo, who was way younger than Crawford, 3 years younger than Crawford. But Crawford was there too, but you never called Crawford's name.
Is there like some sort of tensions and beef between you? Or?
He got mad because I said that on All the Smoke, and then he started put up some video of him watching some of the fights I had in my later career where I got knocked out. He said, look at the highlights. Yeah, they make the highlights, but those highlights are probably more exciting than your highlights. Still, you feel me? But when you play with me, I'm not ducking and dodging nothing. Still, my name's still Roy Jones Jr. I don't care. I get in shape right now for anybody. Running ain't my game. I never duck and dodge. I'm not that guy.
Do you think he'll fight you?
I don't know if he will. I'm wide open for it. So let's go.
On that note, always a pleasure, my man. Thank you.
Joe Rogan praised Roy Jones Jr. for having one of the most unique and creative fighting styles in boxing history. He recalled how dominant Roy was in his prime. His speed and reflexes made him nearly unbeatable. Rogan's admiration adds.
Roy Jones had the craziest style of all time. When he was in his prime, that dude was untouchable. Every fight was an execution.
Body headbangers, though. He was
so fast. He was the only guy in CompuBox history. Didn't get a single punch landed on him in a round. When he fought Vinny Pazienza, didn't get a single punch landed on him.
Left hook in. That's all.
And then he just put it on him. And then he tried to stop the fight himself. He looked at the referee. He's like, "Stop this fight." And the referee's like, "Keep fighting." And he's like, "All right." He goes like that. He does like that. And he just tunes him up and KOs him.
Bro, what a beast.
Roy Jones Jr. questioned Floyd Mayweather's place in boxing history, saying Floyd doesn't even make his top 5. He criticized Floyd's resume, arguing that only Canelo Alvarez was a worthy opponent. In Roy's view, the rest lacked the skill and status needed to truly challenge Floyd.
All right, here was Jeff Mayweather at the Manny Pacquiao press conference. What's going on, Jeff? Talked a little bit yesterday about the Roy Jones, Floyd Mayweather situation. Just wanted to expand on it a little bit. I saw an interview with Roy, and he was like, because I asked you think we'd seen exhibition or real fight, and he's like, there'd definitely be no exhibition. Either going to be in the ring or it's going to be a street fight. Either one, I don't care. What do you think about those comments?
Well, I mean, the thing is that basically, I mean, you talked about Floyd first, and then he basically just fired back in a different way. So, I mean, why would you want to fight somebody just because they said something? He did the exact same thing that you did.
Because he felt like he was questioning his manhood stuff, showing the clips of him getting knocked out.
They ain't got shit to do with no fucking manhood.
Obviously, he does to Roy. What are you getting mad at me for? Roy's the one that
you the one talking that bullshit, manhood. They got shit to do with no.
Well, why would he want a street fight? He says personally, he wants a street fight.
You want a street fight because he got mad. That's all. He got mad because what Floyd did.
He wants some Rocky 5 type stuff, Tommy Gunn and Rocky in the streets.
Maybe he want that. I don't know.
Think Floyd would ever want that?
Well, I mean, the thing is this.
Or maybe they do it in the doghouse late at night.
If him and Floyd was at the same weight, yeah, they could do it. I mean, it wouldn't be no problem at all. I mean, this man weighed over 200 pounds. Floyd walking around that body about 147, 150 at the most.
Logan Paul was big too.
The fuck out of here with that Logan Paul.
Roy believes a fight between him and Floyd would be a global spectacle, a rare clash between two legends of different eras. He says fans would love to see it, not just for entertainment, but for the chance to...
The most entertaining fighters of their decade in the ring together, it has to be entertainment. And I think Mike can say the same thing I can say. We are willing to risk our health at a time like this, not only for the charitable part of it, but also to give people entertainment at a time when people don't have entertainment. Nobody has nothing right now. There's no real entertainment going on. Times are hard right now. People are stuck at home with nothing to do. Well, let's think about what would have happened had you put this bomb and this explosive.
Roy Jones Jr. didn't hold back when Floyd claimed to be greater than Muhammad Ali. Roy strongly disagreed, saying Ali is the true greatest of all time. For Roy, anyone who doesn't...
Roy Jones Jr. is asked where he ranks Floyd Mayweather in boxing history.
Who? If you don't respect Muhammad Ali, how can I respect you? Tell me that you don't think Muhammad Ali is the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
You may well be spitting in my face.
He doesn't even put him in the top 5.
You may as well spit in my face. Greatest athlete of all time, always in my book, is going to be Muhammad Ali.
That ain't what I think, that's what I know.
Some people live for different reasons.
Yeah.
Like you said, some people live for and respect different things in life. Some people more materialistic or like that than others. Ali had a heart of gold. I loved Ali because of the heart he had. He fought for the weak. He stood up for those that were disabled or those that wasn't as beneficial as others. He fought for all good for all people. And he tried to keep everybody unified at the same time. When he died, you saw people from every religion, every race come to his funeral. Why? How many other people have we seen that happen with?
Yeah.
Not many. You understand me?
Roy emphasized that Floyd's statement shows a lack of respect for the legends who paved the way for today's fighters. To him, great...
It's not really that I don't like. Well, the one thing I don't like is that you don't respect elders. You understand me? When you talk about Muhammad Ali got beat by an 8-0 fighter, that 8-0 fighter was an Olympian who was a monster, who, if you had a monster like that in your weight class, you wouldn't fight him at that time. You understand where I'm coming from? So, that being said, you're disrespecting the greatest fighter of all time. And if you disrespect him, you disrespect anybody. So you have no respect. But when you see me, you're going to have some respect. Because if you want to get it, we can get it. I'm willing to go earn my respect. You understand me? So it's not like I don't like the dude. The dude cool.
Right.
I went through a phase in boxing where you had to play king of the hill. You had to fight whoever came up that side of the hill. He came along, and he did his thing. He made more money than anybody ever made. He did his thing. The way he did his thing, that's his thing. I'm not going to argue and say, I'm mad at him for doing it. He did what he had to do it the way he wanted to do it. He's entitled to that. But don't tell me you're the greatest of all time and don't disrespect the greatest of all time. Because now that's disrespectful to me.
Is Floyd Mayweather top 5?
Max Kellerman added to the criticism by arguing that Floyd shouldn't be considered the greatest of all time. He claimed Floyd focused more on making money through pay-per-view than consistently taking on dangerous opponents. According to Max, Floyd carefully chose fights to
Rocky Marciano was 49-0. Before Floyd got to 50-0, he was a heavyweight champ. Did anyone ever consider Rocky Marciano the GOAT? No, not seriously, no. Why would Floyd be considered the GOAT? Because he beat more fighters than Rocky did, more great ones? That's true. But really, Floyd was careful in the way he selected opponents. Don't get that twist. It's not that Floyd didn't fight a lot of great fighters. He did. It's not that I don't think he would have beaten a lot of the tougher fighters than he fought. I think he probably would have, but he didn't do it. He waited. He waited till Pacquiao wasn't at his best anymore. He didn't fight Margarito when Margarito was tearing everyone up. He waited for the right time to fight people. He got paid twice as much for fighting Pacquiao in a less dangerous fight than he would have had he fought him when everyone wanted to see him fight. Floyd is among the all-time greats, but he ain't number one.
Actor Michael Highwhite offered a different view, comparing Floyd Mayweather to Bruce Lee and Roy Jones Jr. He said Floyd shares traits like discipline, mastery, and deep understanding of technique. For Michael, Floyd is not just a boxer.
Just kind of indicate. They're telegraphing. There's a telegraphing. But now, if I punch with my weapon, my chest ain't flexing. My weapon is moving. It looks like I'm too far away. But I do this, right? And then by this point, I turn my hip and shoulder, and all of a sudden that punch is right at you. So that's one of the things I'm doing, that Floyd kind of does. And that's why, when I look at Floyd, I go, yeah, there's a reason he's hitting people cold when they're not ready for it, because he's doing that. And Roy Jones was doing that too. And if you put it side by side, Roy Jones, Floyd Mayweather, Bruce Lee, you're going to see a very similar thing. They're all leading with the weapon, right?
Even at this age, who's better? Let's do it. We don't got to do subliminals. Roy Jones, 56 years of age, right? If you don't know, Roy Jones, who's 66 wins, 10 losses, no draw, 47 wins by way of knockout. He was knocked out 5 times in his career. Stands at 5'11" with a 74-inch arm reach. Roy Jones was asked a few times, particularly he did an interview with another Hall of Famer, an Olympic gold medalist, 2-division world champion retired, Andre S.O.G. Ward. And Roy Jones was asked about, what his thoughts is of Floyd Mayweather. He's always been very outspoken when it comes to Floyd Mayweather. He's never kept it a secret. He don't value Floyd Mayweather because Floyd Mayweather made a statement about Roy Jones, icon, right? A guy he looked up to, the GOAT that many people believe, Muhammad Ali. When Floyd Mayweather made the comments that Muhammad Ali is not better than him, that he's better than Muhammad Ali, Roy Jones didn't take that too light. Roy Jones was not happy with that. He said, how you going to say you better than the GOAT? How you going to say you better than somebody that paved the way for us all? How you going to say, that you could beat Muhammad Ali? You're a small guy. You understand what I'm saying? And rightfully so. I get it. But Roy Jones, got to understand everybody's mindset ain't his mindset, right? Everybody don't have the same mindset. Everybody not looking at it the same way, right? Floyd Mayweather always says this. It is no disrespect to no other fighter, but I ain't getting the sport of boxing to say no fighter is better than me. And he ain't supposed to, right? You get in this, yeah, you have idols. You have icons, you have people that paved the way that you look up to, but you get in it to be better than them, right? It's just like being a parent, right? You want your kids to be better than you, not equal to you, not on the same level, but you want them to be better than you. And that's how Floyd Mayweather look at it. Yeah, Muhammad Ali paved the way. Yes, he's great, but guess what? I ain't getting in this sport for to say somebody's better than me. Now, where Floyd Mayweather went a little sideways to the people when Muhammad Ali's kids and family got involved, his daughter Layla Ali, they wasn't happy. And then Floyd said, well, listen,